Hello again, this is Mrs. Jacobs, and I'll be showing you GOMath Grade 4, Lesson 3.5, Regrouping. Teaching point, I can multiply using regrouping, also known as the traditional method. This is the way that many parents and grandparents were taught to multiply. This is to show you using a 2-digit by a 2-digit number. Still standard 4.NBT.5. First, we're going to start off by multiplying using regrouping, but this time with a single digit by a 4-digit number. Okay, so we will be multiplying 5,603 times 8 using the regrouping method or traditional method. All right, so first we start in the ones place, and we will be multiplying 8 times 3, which is 24. So 24 is 2 tens and 4 ones. Next, I'm moving on to the tens place. So I'm doing 8 times 0, which is 0. Add in 2 is 2. Now I'm moving on to the hundreds place. So 8 times 6 is 48. Regroup the 4. 8 times 5 is 40. Add 4, it's 44. Okay, and comma, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. My answer is 44,824. Okay, so before we begin multiplying a 2-digit factor by a 2-digit factor using regrouping, let's go over some of the steps. How can I multiply using regrouping? First, multiply the number in the ones place. All right. Step 2, put a 0 as a placeholder. 3, multiply the number in the tens place. Step 4, add the numbers together. So I will show you what these steps look like in the next slide. So here we have 94 times 57, a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. So in order to answer this, we have to rewrite this problem vertically. That means one number on top of the other, and I like to put the larger number on top. Okay, so I'm going to put 94 times 57. 94 times 57. Okay. So I'm going to use different color pens so that you can see the work a little bit clearer. Okay, so first it says multiply by the number in the ones place. And by that, we mean here in this case is the 7. So that's the number that we're going to be using first. That's in the ones place, and we're going to be doing 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. I put the 8, regroup the 2. Now 7 times 9 is 63, plus 2 is 65. Okay, so that was the first step, multiply by the numbers in the ones place. So now I'm done with the 7. I did multiply by the number in the ones place. And I'm going to cross out this 2 because I used that already. But the second step said that I need a 0 as a placeholder. All right, and that 0 goes here in the ones place. All right, and that is holding that place because to show that I need now to move on to the digit that's in the tens place. And I need to get where the tens place is. So that 0 holds the place. So now that I could start showing work here in the tens place. So I am now looking at the digit that's in the tens place. And the digit I'm looking at is the 5. So I will be doing 5 times 4, which is 20. Put the 0, regroup the 2. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 2 is 47. 7, 4. Now I add these products together, and I have 8, 5, 6 and 7 is 13. So my answer is 5,358. 5,358. Okay. I will show you one more. All right, so now we're going to do 35 times 90. Okay. Again, I'm going to set my larger number on top. So I'm going to do 90 times 35. Step 1, multiply by the number in the ones place. Well, we have a 5 in the ones place. So that's what we're going to work with first. So I'm going to do 5 times 0 is 0. Then I'm going to do 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, so there was no regrouping there, all right? So now I am done with the 5, right? The digit in the ones place, right? Now I need to put the 0 as the placeholder because now I need to move on to the digit in the tens place. And that is the 3. So now I will be multiplying with the 3. So I do 3 times 0 first, and that's 0. Then I do 3 times 9, and 3 times 9 is 27. But I can't regroup anymore because there's no more place values in my numbers. So I am going to put 27. Okay? And after I have done that, now I need to add the numbers together. What addition? So I have 0, 5 and 0 is 5, 7 and 4 is 11. Put the 1, regroup. 1 and 2 is 3. And my answer is 3,150. And I could check my work using one of the other strategies that we had, which was multiply by 10, hundreds, and thousands. So I can do that off to the side just to make sure my answer is correct. So if I want to do 35 times 90, I also can do 35 times 9, then add the 1 0 in. So I can do that as well. 35 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Regroup the 4. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 4 is 31. So equals 315. And now my 1 0, which is 3,150. Okay, so today you have seen how to multiply a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number using the regrouping method or the traditional method. Please feel free to rewind and play back all the steps. And if you need to copy down the steps in your notebook, that could also be a good idea. And thank you for joining me today. And I will see you or talk to you real soon.